Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Into the Breach, where today we're starting a new run with the Frozen Titans, because frankly, it is too fucking hot outside for it to be September, and I wanna remember what cold feels like. I wanna try to get my brain into that state of mind. So, as you might guess from the name and generally the color scheme, this is a team that has some stuff that cares about freezing. Really only one mech that cares about freezing, but the other mechs kind of sort of participate in the gimmick, kind of. So we have here, let's start with the mechs. We have here our Aegis mech, which has, oh right, it's benefiting from his bonus HP. I was going to say, that's awfully healthy. We have this base 2 damage weapon that also flips the enemy's attack direction. It can, in addition, cause you to gain a shield once upgraded. This is a pretty good starting weapon, I think. I like the 2 damage melee range prime weapons a lot. The mirror mech fires 2 projectiles in opposite directions. You get up to 2 damage on this with only 1 reactor. And if you can reasonably hit 2 targets with it at the same time, like, that's pretty good in the early game. And then you have your ice mech. So first of all, worth noting, this mech flies. And it has the cryo launcher, which we have used before. Freezes both itself and the target. Can be very useful for allowing you to absorb a hit from an enemy. Absorb the damage from blocking a spawn or something. It's a pretty straightforward kit, I think. But it's a cool team, and I really, really love abilities that let you swap the direction of an enemy's attack. I think there's a lot of utility in these. So, yeah, I'm excited. I think this is going to go better. I think this team's a lot stronger by default than the Judica. So, Cryo Expert, fire the Cryo Launcher 4 times in a single battle. Obviously, the danger there, like the trick about that is that you have to get the enemies to break you out of the ice most of the time. It's really not that difficult to do. Kill 3 enemies with a single attack of the Janus Cannon, which is, that's going to be damage plus push. This is really not that hard to line up either. And finally, Pacifist, kill fewer than 3 enemies in a single battle, mostly accomplished by freezing things. I will say, we are extremely vulnerable to the positioning of enemies, both in terms of getting them to attack each other and in terms of being able to pull off trick shots, until we pick up some other source of push or pull. That's the thing we definitely need to prioritize highly. I think I'm going to move Adam. Maybe we move Adam onto the ice mech. I'm just thinking, like, the shield is very obviously valuable on the ice mech, and the Aegis mech picks up an ability to generate shields anyway. Plus, the ice mech is going to have a very hard time getting kills. The other 2 pilots are going to be gaining all the XP. Yeah, I think I like this. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and do it. Let's get in there. Now, we have absolutely, like, there's no value for this reactor. I guess we'll take the +1 move. It does not feel meaningful. What do we want to do island-wise? We're going to be pretty good at... So the mirror mech gets to move potentially 2 enemies per turn. So there are certain kinds of attacks we're going to be pretty good at disabling. Of course, it's always hard to tell. Because without, trying to predict something like that before you're looking at a specific map is tricky, because it's hard to tell when you're going to be on a map where pushing an enemy is just going to have them hitting a different building, which is a thing we've seen many, 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 many times. I'm kind of thinking of Archive Inc. here. I'm a little worried about the explosive Scion before we have much control over enemy positioning. I guess if we go to this island early, it might be a good time to get the, try to get that pacifism achievement. So it's 3 or fewer? Fewer than 3, in fact. Okay. One thing that really bothers me is this, where like sometimes when they use numbers, they use them in an X or fewer way, and sometimes they use them in a fewer than X way. And it would just, I think it would be neat if there was some consistency. I guess we're starting here. I do want to pull up some power. We are, I suppose, more likely to pull this mission off a little bit later in the run because of the fact that we will 1, 2, 3, 4 each. Very few places we can put this thing where it will definitely be safe to hit enemies, but also like completely out of range of the leapers. I might try this. This is a little gutsy. We're probably more likely to get this achievement in an environment where the enemies have a ton of health. Just part of why I was thinking this island. Okay, well, it seems to me freezing this guy gives us a little bit of cover on the power plant, which rules. And then if we run over here and just poke you, yeah, now he'll slide the leaper over to here, and then the leaper will break the ice mac out of the ice, and you're just gonna block a spawn. Do I want to kill the bonus health scion? I think I'm gonna not. I think I'm gonna try really hard here to let everything live. Because it would be really cool to just get this achievement and not have to worry about it anymore, right? Oh, cool. Additional enemies. That's what I needed. Well... So I can't stop you without killing you. I'm allowed to kill 2. Yeah, with this thing emerging and locking me up like this, I think I am not in a position. If the mirror mech had one more point of movement and we could get to here, we could deal with both of those. A thing I can do... No, it doesn't really help, though. I'm thinking about resetting just to give Adam the shield. Yeah, I might do that. Just like, we'll just do this. Reset so Adam gets the shield, because I think we're going to find ourselves in a difficult position at this point if we have to freeze Adam. And then we, like... I suppose if I'm only going to be able to save one building, I would rather save the building over here, because this building is serving as cover for the power plant. Push you sideways. We're only taking 1 power damage now. And I have to do this. It's fine. Alright, how many additional spawn locations are they going to put up? Okay, none. That's actually really, it's really excellent. So... what I really want to do is just block again. But you can't reach a position to solve this problem. Yes, I think we have to drop the freeze here. You have to get out of the way and let this spawn occur. That is very awkward. Oh, right. Also, yeah, that's a bad shot for a bunch of reasons. Just kind of get central. And yeah, you have to like step out and also repair, and then that is the second Vec kill of the battle, and we can't let anything else die. Alright. Frankly, it's entirely possible that we could even, like, if we can't find a way for this to go well, we could absolutely just restart the run after this, like, if it's going to be a big deal. So this isn't too bad. I think we can't stop this point of damage, but we can just get the heck out of the way here. So we take 2 building damage, we regain 2 power, we get 2 of our squad achievements immediately. Oh no, this guy's trying to kill himself. Hold on, I have to save that asshole somehow. Oh no, I didn't notice. The spite, it's... There isn't a way to stop him, is there? Oh no, I can get adjacent. Okay, he has enough health that I can stop. I can turn him around. What's his attack order? He attacks after this thing. No, he's gonna kill shit. He's gonna kill himself and another enemy because this thing's ice is gonna be broken already. Well, all right, if we're not getting the achievement anyway, let's just go ahead and remove this thing from play. And we'll let them do what they're gonna do. I don't know why I'm like, it's fine, it's good. And that still keeps us under the star threshold. Right, because I was only, yeah. The level of spite, that's wild to me. Hard to imagine. All right. So the containment zone with the detritus contraption is always a weird one. I don't think we're going to be trying super hard for that achievement on this one. This is tricky because the way the buildings are set up, the mirror mech almost certainly doesn't get to attack no matter where we put it. If I put it here, something's just going to run up there and block it in place. So I guess I have to put it over here for it to have any chance of landing an attack. Yeah, we're not going to be trying to get that achievement on this particular battle. Okay, as ever, 600,000 enemies. So I can turn this one around, which will cause it to push number 6 here off of the building. Because of the soldier scion, I cannot kill this thing with the detritus contraption, and I can't kill the soldier scion in any way. Yeah, that's simply not available. The Aegis mech, yeah, this sucks a bunch because the Aegis mech can only affect this enemy, but that's also basically true of the mirror mech. All right, I'm gonna do this. So this thing's gonna kill itself with knockback damage. We're losing these buildings. There's no way to stop it. It's actually not going to kill itself because we're going to have to use the detritus contraption. And we're going to want to do it in shield mode. Right. Okay. You know what? Maybe we can't use the shield this way. If I do this and then detritus contraption for 1 damage, it'll kill this thing, allowing me to like shield swap in the other direction or something. I think I want to actually fire that shot from here though. Just absorb that hit. Probably want you to fire your attack prior to your shield getting broken. And since I don't think we're going to be able to save this building, there's no sense in working over here. We'll just freeze this nerd. This is going to break him out, but... Okay, and then you... Can't really do anything of value, actually. Aside from getting coated in acid, which does not rule. I mean, obviously, this is tremendously bad. Fuck it, then. We can at least make this thing die when it attacks. Yeah. The detritus contraption is always, it's always a tricky one. Okay. So if we just kill the, never mind, they've made it impossible. If we were to kill this thing, it would also instantly kill that one, which is a thing worth noting, but they repositioned themselves to make that undoable. Because of course they did. Well... I guess, okay, here's the thing I could do. We could... It's going to have, like, no effect on anything else, though. I could run Adam to here, freeze the Aegis mech, and then fire the other missile attack. It clears you and you, puts you to 1 HP. But it doesn't really accomplish anything else. Still, I think it's the best move we have. Oh, right. You are going to die. All right, and you now get to... Yeah, can't stop this still. So a massive net loss on power. Okay. We block a spawn, repair the acid off of ourselves. Okay, very, very gracious of this slug not to attack the the power building. And so we are successful. may as well... What am I doing? Okay. Just not thinking through the actions is the answer to the question, what am I doing? I was like, well, we may as well just get a kill. Here, repair yourself. Yeah, if we can manage the pacifism achievement at some point during this island, I think there's a pretty good chance we will just reset the run, be happy with the fact that we no longer have to worry about the achievements, and move on with our lives from there. The Acid Storm Controller mission is definitely difficult. This one requires us not to do the achievement. Let's start here, though. We'll do this one, and then we'll see what's up after this. We don't have to stress too much about, about not getting the achievement. It's not the end of the world if we don't. You don't need to close everything off on the first island. I hate this position for the tank. Nice of them. So you have 4 movement, and the simplest version of this idea. Sadly, I don't think the acid tank actually gets to contribute basically anything this turn. I mean, I guess I want to just lock up random enemies. We'll have to repair ourselves out of that next turn. Yeah, and you get like a little bit more central. Hooray, we did it. I do love the way the enemies like fixate on frozen enemies. Makes my life a lot easier. So that's almost lethal. The question is, am I going to be able to do something about this? And the answer is no, right? I actually cannot get another point of damage onto that thing in any way. Just make sure everybody is as acided up as possible. We are going to have an awful lot of hostiles alive and active on this turn. Okay, well obviously the great news here is that we do not care about that acid tank at all. Okay, so that thing's dead. You can hit him with the acid and then just die. And actually, we've got our goal accomplished already here. So I'm going to freeze this one. Just to make this an unprogressible path for the enemies. Alright, I'd say that worked out pretty well. It sucks that I can't just stand here and hit this, because I actually will take lethal from the bouncer. That's pretty fun, though. Okay, a Prospero at 20 XP. Interesting. And also a pilot skill that makes me not really want to keep that pilot. Works just fine for me. Honestly, this mech having flying could be very useful indeed. So we have a reactor. It's hard for me to imagine that it's wrong to put it here. Right? So defend the VIPs, you know? Hold on. I'm going to uninstall that and move it to move. This is a mission where we might be able to pull off the pacifism. The other thing we could potentially do is try to pull this off. What I like about this is that it might be a little bit easier to manage. And we could use more power. Going into the boss fight with 3 power is a little scary. Nah, let's try the scrap heap. The key to dealing with the boss fight on 3 power is just don't let the don't take bad damage on the buildings. Obviously, should be easy. Sounds very simple. We're gonna have a heck of a time here keeping the webs from ruining everything. Okay, so obviously we wanna get out of here. How do I rescue these mechs in a way that's going to allow me to keep my shield? Or to break the ice, rather. This will get us that one. I might just have to accept this. Like, we have to get rid of the webs. And then you have to just turn that attack around. And we just freeze and block as hard as we can. Okay, so one of these two things is getting turned around, the other one's getting frozen. I guess, hold on. A thing I can do is I could stand here and freeze. And this takes care of both of them simultaneously. Yeah. And then we can have... Unfortunately, the mirror mech can't prevent the damage this thing's gonna do. I'm reluctant to move these if they aren't in danger. I wish there wasn't a building here, because I would very much like to be able to push this thing onto that tile, but not very safe. Just get kind of more middle-ish. And we have to endure a building damage at 3 grid defense, or at 3 grid power. Okay. So all you have to do is move. I'd really like to get to stay here. So we can figure that out with a freeze, probably. And if you just get out of the way... So if I stand here and freeze this guy, the purple gastropod will break the ice, and then I'll just take 1 damage from this one, which is totally fine. Okay. Alright, that's it. We got it, right? It does bum me out a little bit that there's no count on this, because most of these things count for you. But yeah, we're good. I'll save you. Okay, so we got the annoying achievement. We still have to look out for an opportunity on that Jonas Cannon one, but that's going to come much more easily later in the run. Once we have some damage upgrades, although I guess, you know, we have a damage upgrade now. I am not feeling super sanguine about this, but let's just go ahead and try it and see. If we do manage a perfect island, I think we know what reward we're taking. So, okay, if the gastropod wants to attack in this column, that would be cool. The bouncer leader isn't even going to be able to get into position to do any damage this turn. Yeah, all right, let's try something like this. Oh, sorry. I guess technically it can do this thing, as though that is a good idea. All right. So, like, this feels pretty great, right? Now, the only danger there is I've left the mirror mech in position to get alpha gastropoded, but obviously there are things we can do about that. How much damage does that attack do? So 2 plus 1. Yeah, so you'll survive. It does kind of feel like the ice mech just doesn't have anything of value to do this turn, which is a shame. If I want to put myself... Yeah, okay, I can absorb the hit from this and just use this as an opportunity to, like, defensively freeze a building. Okay, so a lot of good stuff here, too. You are attacking in a direction that building is in, as are you. So those are both things that actually I have to be a little concerned about. Yeah, and then I might just have Adam repair so he only takes 1 damage, because I do think I want him blocking this. The boss is gonna get killed by this gastropod. So the boss won't be blocking. Oh no, wait, sorry, there's no building in this line. I do not, in fact, have to allow your bullshit. And I can actually just kind of, yeah, just back off and clear my acid. I don't know why I backed off to a tile that was still in that... Whatever, it's fine. I'll be at 3 HP. Alright, boss down. And the situation's looking relatively under control. Not a lot of spawning, she said. I mean, we just let them kill each other, right? Prospero steps to here, Adam steps to here. We get a little mutual freezing. You step to like the middle of the map and clear your acid. I guess, I mean, there's no reason I would want to repair myself right now. Looking pretty good for our perfect island, I think. Is there no way? Yeah, there's not going to be a way to finish him off. That's a real shame. Stupid enemies with their 3 health. Okay, aside from the part where I took a huge amount of damage to the power grid trying to accomplish things, that actually was a pretty good island. Okay, +1 move on the other mech. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's a no-winner. We don't really need a pilot, and I'm overjoyed to have the opportunity to grab this, so... Alright, and then we have a proper 9 reputation to work with. 10, in fact. Yeah, we've got some pilots who are developing pretty well. Ooh. That is a cool weapon. So, one thing that's not clear from this, it says can bounce to an additional target. So, you don't necessarily need 2 targets to fire it. It's worded as optional. If it's always the case that the first bounce is a pull and the second bounce is a push, regardless of whether or not enemies are actually hit, that makes this incredibly versatile, and it's a 2 damage weapon base. I think we should take this, for sure. And then we go 1, 2, 1, 2. So we can put your extra reactor to good use here. Building immune is interesting. Yeah, since it's an attack that's going to hit 2 tiles, that might be really useful, and we probably want to get that +1 damage up. I do appreciate that this squad has a lot of +1 damages that don't require you to go all the way to 3 reactors for them. That said, we could do a double install here. I think I'm going to... I love +1 move on this mech. I think I'm going to go 1 here for health and 1 here for building immune. Because I feel like this mech is going to be in danger all of the time, the way we have to position it for it to get good shots. So, moths and fireflies, and now that we have a little bit more movement control, we have 1 more movement controlling weapon. It seems like probably there's a lot of better ways to deal with the explosions. Better ways to move them into positions where they will harm enemies and also out of positions where they'll blow up buildings. The boost Scion is not terribly scary. You know, honestly, this island doesn't look that bad. Yeah, let's go for this. Destroy 2 mountains, kill 7 enemies. Destroy 2 mountains is not ideal for this squad. We don't really have... I mean, I guess now that we have the extra cannon on the artillery mech, it's a lot more viable. Yeah, let's try it. And I really appreciate that the defense lab is at least not in the front row of buildings. So trying to get enemies to shoot here would be really cool. Yeah, maybe this is a little bit better. So we got to remember, we're still looking for the achievement, kill 3 enemies with a single shot of the Eunice cannon. So we must be on the lookout for opportunity. I can't remember if this attack is going to destroy the pod or not. Destroyed if damaged, but the attack doesn't do damage in this tile unless there's something standing in that tile, right? So obviously this beetle can be safely ignored. We can move down here, bounce this guy to there to kill the Scion. And then I could just freeze the mirror mech. I don't love that because Adam doesn't have an easy unfreeze next turn. But we can easy unfreeze Adam. I don't know, maybe we take the reset right now and just give Adam the shield? I think I am going to do that. The way this fight is set up, I think Adam having the shield is going to be really significant on this one in particular. Alright, I'm going to make this safe. Just run up and solve that right now. And then you get up here somewhere. I guess I should freeze the beetle, not... Well, no. I should freeze Adam because we don't actually want enemies frozen. We need to kill as many as possible here. Also, this does kill a mountain. It was not something I was thinking about while I was setting it up, but we did. Hooray. Did get one. This guy might be getting frozen. That might be a tricky one to handle. So let's see, I can have the Aegis mech run over and just turn him around. Alternatively, I guess this is pretty fucking strong. Yeah, we should probably just take that. So I mean, really, that's dealt with basically everything. Oh, I can use my new toy here, actually. So if I aim this like that... Wait a minute. Oh, you get to dial in the distance of the second attack. Oh, that's very cool. I mean, obviously, we're going to do it this way. You two can just hug. And then... There we go. I'm feeling pretty good about that. We've got some buildings damaged in excellent locations. Or some mountains, rather. Yep, and in fact, this gets us our second mountain destruction. This Janus cannon is a very powerful tool. Okay, so I think I just have to avoid... I don't want to shoot him, obviously. Well, you know what? Sorry, I totally do. I just want to go here and bounce him into the smoke cloud. Yeah. The smoke confuses the Vex's tiny brain. That does seem to be the case, actually. Okay. Problematic. The thing is, we do need to kill 2 enemies, so I actually don't have a good way of doing this without taking at least some building damage. We can make it just 1 point. But yeah, killing this thing with the mirror mech obviously would be 1 point of damage as well. You can't get in a position to do anything. So, all right. We at least had the power to dampen the blow. Even if I could have run up there and hit that thing with the shield, it still would not have been, you know. Obviously, it would have just done damage to the building with its backslide. Okay. So Henry Kwan is just strictly better than Dylan. They have the same HP. It's almost you're almost not even going to detect a difference. And I think maneuverable is actually pretty likely to matter on the mirror mech. So yeah, I feel really good about that. And do I want to just drop these 2 reactors into rebounding volley right now? Kind of think so. The other option would be to like shield upgrade or like gain shield plus flying, both of which I think are like reasonable. But this does a lot of damage and it's a very like cool and tricky weapon. It's fun to use it is a big part of the motivation here. Dead Bird Field. Destroy egg sacs. Ugh. I gotta tell you, this map is not my favorite. The buildings are not clustered together in a way that's super dangerous, though. I wonder if we might be okay here. Let's give it a shot. I would like to go back to full power. So we're gonna need... The mirror mech can go here. I'm assuming it will be able to move through the Vec eggs, right? See if we can bait one of these beetles. No, we cannot. We got a firefly shooting on an axis that doesn't matter, but unfortunately it's doing so from a position that does matter. A huge amount, in fact. How am I going to deal with this? Your attack does 3 damage, so even with the push into the mountain, it's not enough to kill the other alpha beetle straight up. I'm definitely like thinking about this, right? I think we have to let Prospero get through. Feels pretty important. And then right now you're going to get blown in front of the Firefly's attack. This is a little awkward because if the Aegis mech, like the Aegis mech can't be in a good position basically anywhere it goes, which is tricky. I think we might just have to let this one happen. I could stand here and just body block it. But instead of doing that, so like right now, if I don't do anything, this thing's going to do 1 damage there and then get killed. Maybe I just take this opportunity to knock out the egg sacs right now. We go ahead and we endure a little bit of building damage. You stand here and repair yourself. It's not like totally ideal, but it let us get a lot of things accomplished. And the cost wasn't too high. God, why does everything have to have 5 HP instead of 4? So part of me definitely wants to fire the mirror mech in this row, but doesn't quite solve this problem. I mean, fuck it, right? Yeah, you would think a mech on hover pods would be like especially vulnerable to the wind. So you're gonna get... Okay. As things stand right now, this thing gets pushed into that tile and then gets to attack, which is obviously a tiny bit unacceptable. I really wish that I could pull this thing forward. Well, alright, so I think we just gotta kill you. The thing is, I don't actually want to push this thing. I want this to be right where it is. Yeah, the second bounce can just go anywhere. What an absurdly powerful weapon. Alright, unfortunately, I'm not allowed to move here and repair, but still, I think this is a good idea. It is kind of funny, though, how Adam's mech always becomes the one that's great at killing things. Kind of no matter what I do, we find our way. Alright, how am I going to deal with... I mean, we can just get a kill here. Did I not leave myself an out on this? Alright, reset turn. I goofed. Let me think the turn all the way through. Because we do have to deal with this thing. I guess in the end it looks something like this. And then this can just be killed. Yeah, this bouncing shot seems like maybe one of the most powerful weapons we've ever seen. It does so much. Okay, back up to full. It's a train mission. I don't really want to do Dust Bowl. Phoenix Park, on the other hand, is probably not going to be all that hard. And then we'll go through into the stars from there. And like building up grid defense is not high value, but it's not nothing. It's close to nothing. A lot of the time it does work out to be nothing. Whatever. I just don't want to do a train mission. I hate them so much. If we're being honest, that's where my head is at. It is important to carry out the will of Father Time. That's true. I like to imagine that Adam is just completely obsessed with the, like, Rankin Bass Christmas and New Year specials. And when he thinks of Father Time, what he's really thinking of is the New Year's baby. So if I fly you back to here, you can do first bounce there, second bounce there. Make this safe. All we have to do is get out of the way on these. But we can do better than get out of the way. And in fact... Okay. And then you get to just run up and smash somebody. I guess it may as well be the Scion. And all I have to do is be careful and not let myself get killed by lightning at any point here. That rules. Okay, so you're handled. I guess I could have done that the other way. That should have been a push so that the Aegis mech was closer to the front. Alright, so we have 2 more rounds to kill 2 enemies. With 3 enemies up. I think we're gonna be okay on this. I have high hopes. My hopes have gotten even higher. Just ridiculous. Just ridiculously powerful. I don't think there's a way we can block this while still doing the thing I want to do here. It's fine. We are letting them have kind of a dangerous number of enemies on the final turn, but I think that the number of smoke and lightning tiles does offset that some. Yeah, I was like looking at ways to generate more XP in total, but with Adam being max level and everything, this is probably all that it makes sense to do. Yeah, when this guy gets hit by lightning, we just hope that most of the XP doesn't go to him. Alright, pretty good. So, ooh. Cataclysm mission for 2 stars feels very doable. Especially with us having 2 sources of push now. I would love to get some beetles charging up through here. The beetles do not have a lot of movement. Let's not give them any particular reason to charge in any other column. Okay, well, this one's pretty straightforward, I feel like. I definitely want to block the spawn. I guess this is fine. Oops, no, sorry. I need to back up so that I can drop the first shot here so that I don't pull his corpse into the building. Yeah. I think I am inclined to just let this happen. Or you know what? I can get my mites taken care of over here. Sure. I mean, there's a ground down there somewhere. We heard it hit bottom. Alright. This seems like a fine time for you to just repair. I actually can't kill the Scion, which is kind of funny. Not safely, anyway. It played its cards well, I'll give him that. Okay, pretty good island. Pretty good so far. Ooh, I hate that position for the corporate tower very much. Huh. How are we gonna deal with this? Yeah, so problems. Pushing you to the side just kills you immediately. We can just get out of the way of the centipede leader. Alright, I think that's a very good idea. I don't know. I think this is just going to happen, like, completely unavoidably. Yeah, we just can't stop everything. Interesting that that spreads acid on every tile it crosses as well. Okay, how much? So this cleans this area up quite a bit. You unfortunately have full HP. Yeah, hey, here's a problem. The Aegis mech can't stop either of these enemies from doing what they want to do. Actually, you know what? Let me reset. Hold on a second. If I just turn this guy around... Yeah, then I can move. Okay. Push you to there. The thing is, we got to get some damage onto this thing, but obviously, like, this is pretty bad in terms of power. Part of me wants to do this and just take the 2 damage. If I freeze it, we only have 2 rounds to finish it off from full. It won't actually stay in ice. The thing will break it out. I'm gonna do that. That was kind of that more than fixing the error down here was why I was thinking about the reset. Okay, if we run up and smack this thing... I can turn it around and have it shoot the mountain in a way that's completely harmless, while getting some damage on it. Actually, maybe I just want to do this. Well, that destroys that building. Maybe it's worth it. We end up losing those 2 buildings up there no matter what. Oh, no, never mind. Sorry. He's going to kill the beetle doesn't get a turn. And yeah, it doesn't really matter how we do this. Okay, so we lose a building. We do 5 damage to the centipede leader next turn, which is totally doable. Alright, so I put the Aegis mech right here. Oh, the smoke, right. Hasn't quite worked the way I wanted to. But you'll still... Okay, you'll deal lethal. Yeah, that's a dead boss. Okay. Then, unfortunately... the Aegis mech just kind of can't do anything, so we're going to take 1 more building damage. It's not that big of a deal. Alright, you get to fall in the water. Yeah, it's not ideal. I could maybe have figured that out a little bit better, but I was very focused on my goals. Perhaps the tiniest bit sloppy. Just like a little bit. Alright, perfect island bonus. We definitely don't need a pilot. Interesting. We could take her and just sell her back immediately for 4 stars, though. The prism laser is a cute idea. I think I'm just going to take her and sell her back for 4. Yeah, that's got to be the right move. Apparently, we didn't have her unlocked in the hangar either. Okay, so... Ooh. The Vortex Fist is fun. Also, we have seen how unbelievably unfair the ice generator can be. So, if we wanted to... I kind of want to take the Vortex Fist. Just because it's the most fun way of... Yeah, alright. Whether or not that's right, it's enjoyable. And then the question, do we also buy the ice generator? Have that be our 6th piece of equipment? Or do I buy 3 reactors and refill the the energy. Okay, that part we're doing for sure. The ice generator really is absurdly powerful. Yeah, I feel like I'd be foolish not to take it. Okay, so I do think we want to do one more island, probably. This crew could definitely benefit from some more. So let's see. You're going to take that. You're going to take that. Going to give you access to the thing here. You have 5 HP, so I'm not too worried about the 1 damage on the Vortex Fist. You probably have all the reactors I'm ever going to give you. The question is, like, how bad do you want the bonus damage? Or how bad do I want flying to allow you to move through stuff? Actually, I think I do care about that. That feels like a pretty powerful team at this point, right? Okay, I think that is where I'm going to call this for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I have a very good feeling about this run, which is why, you know, the thing is going to happen next time. Come back then to watch the way it all spectacularly falls apart. I said it's going to be spectacular. That's the pitch. Then also the other thing, some people, I'm sure, watch this just to see me suffer. So, you know, they'll get something out of it too. And we'll see you then.